material contained herein is meant to promote the general. Disclaimer. The information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent his messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness by giving will create a position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand, to be there to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle, which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Welcome everyone to the 168th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace for Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond and I'm a host today along with John and Mark, who will also be hosting. And we are hosting the Universal Council, who we are about to begin today's show with here. So let's get up the correct frame to start today's show. And I think we're ready to begin.
Good morning, Rick, and good morning, everyone. This is Azal UC Farsi. Welcome everybody to One Planet, One Nation, One Race platform for world peace. As all of us know, this is a platform that Universal Council used to bring the message to each language, to the humanity. At this transition time that humanity is stepping forward and to go to the goal, which is one planet, one nation, one race. Our message is very clear. For eons, humanity was using the physical soul to go about their life. And that has happening since the humanity knows himself or herself. But things is changing. This is the time that humanity need to start using the soul of the man. In times, it seems very difficult to do that. And sometimes when you get to the point that you start using your soul, it can also throw you off balance. Sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes you might think you're losing it. But this is because we're addicted to the physical soul's habits and conditioning. We just have to be persistent with it and fall in love with everything that we are because the soul is about love. And because you have so much attachment in so many different ways that that unbalance, or you feel like you're going to lose it, is because of those attachments. In that moment of not feeling balance, you will know when you ask the question, what is the reason that I feel that? The answer will come. Because the soul is there to serve you, and it's been always serving us. And as a Universal Council, we are here to serve humanity. And this is the path. This is the path that take everybody to the point of becoming one nation, one planet, one race, to the point that we become part of universal community, to the point that all become one, to the point that there is no war, there is no injustice in the world. This is the time that humanity, with animals and plants, everything, all the microorganisms, they live in harmony and peace with the rest of the cosmos in one go. And so through the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are as creators, as they are created in the image of the Creator. Can we go to the next slide, please? This is a wish that we created with the UC. All of us who created this wish that I read for you. We, the Universal Council, elevate the soul of humanity to the extent that they have chosen their own body to live with viruses as part of them naturally from this point on, within this planet and beyond. And they have decided that no one needs vaccination to be safe, because they are safe, not only here, but also wherever they go in the spans of universe. Thank you.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
I'm present.
I am 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 present.
Do you play that video, Rick? Yes. That was. Hello, this is Marie. I'm a universal representative for the Norwegian language. And I want to say something about the World Peace Treaty. And this, what I'm presenting, is from a search on the World Peace Treaty and the depth of the very big database of Keshe Foundation. So it's Mr. Keshe's words from many, many teachings. We gather as one nation, one leadership, one universal council, which is for the whole planet. There is no competition like in today's United Nations with cheating and bribing to make man the leader of the UN, so that he can pass his process of greed to. This way, from every continent, carrying the language with the help of the Universal Council, you will achieve the plan for peace of the universal operation on this planet that allows mankind to become peaceful in the universe. The conditions for transfer of the Keshe Foundation technology is the signing of the World Peace Treaty. It means peace treaties are the forerunners of all our agreements. I teach you, but before I teach you a single thing, there is a paper on my website that says World Peace Treaty. You sign it that you will never use any part of this technology to harm anyone and for no war. It is you personally committing yourself to peace and never harm any soul. The reason a lot of people find peace by working with the technology is that in most of the production of the CO2, you create some zinc, and in the production of zinc, you find relevance with the emotion of the man. So you literally support the emotion. With the support, you feel better, and the physicality becomes irrelevant. That is why you see a lot of joy in the workshops. You are physically handling a material that touches your emotion. You signed the World Peace Treaty. It means we want you to understand the operation of your soul. When the soul is at peace, the soul shall not kill, because it has positioned itself, and it will never destroy anything. It is a contract between the man and the soul of the man, in a way that his own creator is himself. By selecting and having the Universal Council and the Earth Council signing the World Peace Treaty, and in accepting one nation as one planet, the problems are not finished. It's the beginning of solving a bigger problem. We have to learn that we become part of a structure where we do not change the criteria from one barrier to another. In a way, we have to learn that we do not change the borders of the nations to borders of the languages and other divisions, which has been the curse of humanity. By dividing ourselves, by being identified as something special, we create separation and division. Through this process, we come to stop all that has been the problem for mankind, that we choose to be no different than the others. we choose to respect each other. The applications and systems will not be for anything but peaceful usage in the society. When you produce any plasma unit, always make sure to attach it to the World Peace Treaty. This is the only condition we have put on the release of this technology. You sign yourself to peaceful applications, thinking and living. Signing the peace treaty is a confirmation from yourself to your soul to act correctly in a peaceful manner. We choose a number of people around the world that collectively, when all your wishes are exactly the same, you will be able to see the lift, and that will be the time when we reach world peace. We give you a hidden access. This is what the knowledge seekers have been carrying with them. This is the key. With the World Peace Treaty, we are passing the ethos of peace to the world population, and we invite them to make a commitment and sign and to act accordingly to the ethos of this document. So the judgment day is today. This will not change the religions, but connect all the religions and all the races through the World Peace Treaty. Now it's in the hand of mankind. Sign the World Peace Treaty. Sign yourself to be part of the world peace through your behavior, through your conduct, and through your thinking. When man really accepts the universal peace, that it doesn't harm the other soul are open to him to understand. Thank you. This is Maria again. I sent you a letter, Rick. Can you open it? Because I just want to show that the Universal Council and the Universal Council supporters have sent out this letter to the ambassadors. And I can read it there, and it's so we have made a mailing list that we have collected, and we send this letter. Dear Prime Minister, President, Ambassador, etc. We, the Universal Council, invite you to sign the World Peace Treaty on behalf of your nation. The founder and director of the Keshe Foundation, Mehran Tavakoli Keshe, offers plasma technology in exchange for peace. Committing to peace by signing the World Peace Treaty brings your nation the benefits of this science and technology. Please send your signed World Peace Treaty to the Universal Council at the peace at theuniversalcouncil.org. Yours sincerely, the Universal Council. So this was distributed a couple of days ago, and this is the World Peace Treaty that is attached to the document. Is there any other comments? Elias, do you want to comment on anything? No. Okay, so we can go to the next slide. Thank you.
Hello, Rick, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, my dear Rick. This is Shweta Anwar, UC Hindi language. And as Mary says, read the letter, offering. This is the most humble word, offering the technology in exchange of peace. What would anybody wants more than this? And offer a gift. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. And for the presentation. Thank you, Azar. Thank you so much. I will say that I want to present a little story about how true intention, truthful. I mean, we have done it many times, but we didn't understood that. As that unaligned way of desiring, not in the way we need, we desired to be something, and the something become something else. And now we can see this Maya. In India, we say Maya, the illusion. So there's a shloka that is Tamaso ma Satgamaya Satato ma Jyotirgamaya. That means from the darkness to the light, the truthfulness comes the light of the enlightenment. So come from the darkness, see the truth, be in the light of enlightenment. So it's the intentions, the wishes. In ancient times, I mean, in olden, even I have seen my grandparents and somehow my parents also, they used to sit in the community and wished for many, many things like happiness, like joy. That is not now. It has been so much brittle now to penetrate these type of wishes. So the humanity is a kind of suffering. And we are all a part of this suffering also. So this will be over soon as universal law is here. The cosmic love is here. The universal love of oneness is here. So the creator is here. So this is the story of the true intention, how even a king don't understand and he became the dust, and the poor who understand became the richest man ever. So there are many stories, ancient folklores, tales in India. Many will know that the Panchatantras and Tantras and many stories of wisdom, like Akbar and Birbal, when the time of the Mughals there are. So I will say a story about the Emperor Akbar and his advisor Birbal, who was a very, very intelligent and very soulful man. So, and it is the behavior of the emperor that he always gives a challenge to the population, as we know that we in the body also we do face the challenge, as when we set in the ethos of the soul, we face physical challenges as we are not correlated with that. In a way, it is very material. So the emperor one day announced in his court room, the courtroom of his kingdom, where all the clerics all were sitting and the population is also sitting. He announced that there will be a candle lighten up in a hut, and behind in front of the hut there is a big lake. There's a very big lake, and the weather is very cool, like minus everything below. And if somebody can stand in the water for the whole night, and he only has the resources of the heat is that candle, and it is so far away in the hut, and the man has to stand in the middle of the lake, a freezing lake. And if in the morning he survives that, he comes out with that, then he will be given a prosperous life he wants. So then after the presentation of the emperor Samrat Akbar, a poor man came from the population and came that I will be there. I will come and I will stand in middle of the lake the whole night. So the advisor Birbal said, "Are you sure you are going to be like that and will survive the condition in a way?" So he said, "Yes, I am a survivor. I can do that. Don't worry about me. There is a need of many things." So the emperor said, "Okay, then." But the man who was poor indeed spent the whole night only seeing the little light of the candle that is far, far away, letting in a hut, and spent the whole night. And in the morning, he came out in the courtroom and said, "Emperor, I have came back and I am in good condition." The emperor said, "How? You survived the freezing cold with a single point of light?" And the courtesans who are jealous said, No, this is not happening. The man survived because he has taken heat from that candlelight. I'm sure, we are sure. So he doesn't deserve any of the prosperous life or any of the prosperous gift. But Birbal said, no, he was standing. He was really standing in the freezing cold. But the emperor listened to the courtesans who are negative, who are not supporting. So the poor man, with the sadness, goes back to his home. And then after that day, when the poor man goes back to the home, after even standing in the freezing cold water, this next day, the emperor has usually the court set up and everybody is talking and laughing and enjoying different matters. But Birbal, his advisor, didn't came. The emperor waited that day, and the next day also he didn't came, and the next day after that he didn't came. Then the emperor was curious that what has happened to Birbal. Why is not coming? He was always regular. The courtesan has said maybe he has a little sadness about your decision, and he's like that because he doesn't understand the state of thing that happened at that day, and he usually doesn't understand. Then Akbar said, no, I have to go to his house to see him what he's doing. Why he hasn't came? He's not well, or what has happened? Then the emperor with his soldiers and all courtesans start forward to go to Birbal's house. When they entered the house, Birbal was in his kitchen. When they entered the kitchen, they saw Birbal was sitting in the kitchen with his hand, his head like in a sad position, or in a position very much annoying. And there was a lamp in the surface, in the floor, letting a little light. And what he has done a big utensil full of cooking lentils, vegetables, and he has just lowered it from the roof, just hanged it from the roof. And Akbar has seen this position and said, "What are you doing, Birbal?" The Birbal said, "Oh, I'm cooking, my emperor." "You are cooking? This way you are cooking?" "Yes, I'm cooking, and it is taking too much time. It is not cooking, it is not reached yet. So how can it be possible? This simple single flame can reach the pot, and the food will never get cooked in years." Then Birbal said, "Then how could you hear all these courtesans saying this word about the poor man, that he has obtained the heat from that lamp the whole night? It is not possible." It was his intention, his truthful intention and wishes of only the need for himself and his loving family or the community worked. And he has created his own creation of energy that has radiated his soul. It radiated his knowledge. This is the knowledge he was always, as from eons survivors do. Many people survived like that because of the knowledge. Maybe they have been in a poor condition now also. We don't know. The knowledge is very rich. Then the emperor understood that the intention, the pure intention, the wish was aligned. The wish makes the alignment of that being, the soul of the universal creator, creating this love, this generating this energy, this from within this poor man, because of his true intentions, only a need. He only needs. He doesn't want. He needs. So the king understood who is really poor, the emperor or the poor man. So this is what always intentions work. Whatever is happening in this world, there was never an intention for each other, never a collective intention, or even an individual, a kind of way. But now, in the awareness of the light of an enlightenment, as this poor man created this radiated heat, this generated this energy, and it radiated like all stars all around him, and he survived the whole night with this freezing, with like nothing. So this is the knowledge he will always have. And what he needs is, he always needs a little to bread. That's all he needs. So we have created this mayhem because we desired more and more and more, and got separated away from the ethos of the universal soul. We want ourselves fat, more fat. But now the thinness is necessary, a kind of, so that we can have energy to rejuvenate. We have the energy to receive. We have the energy to give with a pure and true intention, according as the universal ethos, according as the universal soul, who is one. So this is the way now humanity is working, as the poor being, humble, surrendering, creating the wish to be clean from the karmas they have accumulated from eons, unnoticing. I mean, this is the unconscious thing. They don't know they are accumulating this. But this time, because of the love of all, it can be depleted in a way. It can be diverted. The trajectory can be diverted in a way, in a form of love and kindness. And we can see if we are hearing and seeing disasters, we are also seeing life in a way. The space is creating the love more and more. People are aware that all these belongings that they are holdings doesn't work. You have to leave in a moment without any notice even, and you are not noticeable anymore. So this is what I want to say, and this is the wish from the heart and soul of humanity now. And Salam Alaikum, Sashwat Pranam, and Namaste to my lovely Messiah. As what I always do that. But thank you for giving us this peace. As Mari said, this peace has bring so much prosperity from within. We understood the paradise, for how it works. How can we change ourselves, our structure, as the poor man changed his structure? In a way, the whole night he was a kind of meditation, in a kind of, with the universal soul, he was aligned because he has humble surrenders on his knees to the universal soul. A universal soul understood that. So this is what I want to say, my dear ones. Create the intention, create the energy. We have that, well, I will say that strength in the field of the universe. You can create. Don't see the material world, what the people are saying. See what you can see. See the point of view, what your heart and soul is saying. We have seen this from eons, but this time it is like a matchstick has blown up and everybody is saying everything and everything is naked. So it is hard to digest, but this is the truth. This is the Maya, this is the illusion that has to go. So thank you so much. And I don't know I'm able to present, but this is the way the intention of a true heart works. So there is the man with no knowledge of the ethos is the poorest man in the universe. And the man with the knowledge is the richest man with all the gems and jewels he created. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, salute. Thank you very much, my dear Rick. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Mosfek with the horns in the background, representing Bengali language. To continue on the world peace theme, last time we talked about how the peace within us and in our surrounding is part of the creation process, a part of us being creative. We have an innate understanding of this process of being peaceful and being creative, how these two go hand in hand. And we'd love to have it, but the reality so far on this planet has been not quite as perfect as it could be. Now, what do we do about it? Of course, we can engage our fields, our inner peace, at different levels of field strength, in the form of wish, in the form of something even more than wishes. So what are these fields? So these fields are there in a way to make our creative process improve. And yes, this is all well and good, but as we know from our own experience, there are elements around us, and they have been there for a while. They are not quite engaged in the creative process, but rather the opposite. So sometimes that can interrupt our peace. And this is where the higher strength field comes into play. The field strength involved in causing this kind of destructive actions, behavior, thoughts, or whatever, is very insignificant. compared to the presence of the creative ability that we have. Not only within ourselves, but the agent that is causing this destruction. And hence we use the word, we can elevate our enemies or the people who are involved or the agents, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be people, involved in causing this destruction or disharmony. So there we are engaging a higher strength field. Now, but at the same time, once we are not disturbed by these kind of things, we can see a larger part of the reality, their role in how things are done. At one level, things may look destructive, but at a larger scale, maybe we need to adjust things, move things around a little bit. And those whom we are calling destructive entities, maybe there to enhance the totality by removing certain elements. And they too are engaged at another level in the creative process. So, should this disturb us once we know the larger reality or the totality of the situation? By raising our field strength, what we are achieving is this another level of observation, another level of action, a creative action, an observation which helps in the creation. So the enemy that, or the agents that were causing all this anarchy or destruction, are they really our enemy? Or are they there to point out that maybe we should enhance our creative process, our ability to create far bigger things than we have ever conceived? In a way, they're friends in disguise. And our participation in their activity is something that helps them help the larger reality or the totality. So, as we raise our field strength, we can observe some of the so-called negative things, not necessarily for what they are in the face, what they are as of with their face value, but from the perspective of larger operation. One good example would be, let's say, the coronavirus. We know that it is causing deaths. We know it is also providing us with energy at the level of soul. And those who are participating in it, some through death, some through survival, and many other things in between, they're all part of this larger evolution of the planet Earth. And all is part of a bigger creation. So it's not only being like considering destruction from the point of view of destruction, but rather as a point where we learn humility, where we learn gratitude. Gratitude that things are being rebuilt without us actively getting involved in it. And humility, because so far we have considered so little. We need to learn more. And this opportunity never ends in a way. And that is the beauty of this creative process. No matter where we are, there is more to do. There is more love to spread around, create new things, and bring those who are engaged in the so-called destructive processes into our fold as bigger reality, bigger creative process unfolds. So in this process, we see the unity of those, of all of us serving within our own capacity, within our own limits, but moving the whole humanity forward in the process. In a way, we can be grateful for all of these things. At the same time, not forgetting that we have our responsibility is to elevate ourselves and those, whether enemy, friends, and anything in between, comes along the way. And the creative process continues that way. And we don't have to lose the peace, but we can only enhance the peace in this process with our enemy and with our friends. So whichever we look at it, in the end, from the point of view of totality, it's a creative process. For there is only one field of the greatest, that is the creator. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear Moshfik. And I will say what I'm saying in Bengali is love from the core of my heart and soul, and blessings of Ma. Moshfik, তোমাকে অশেষ ভালোবাসার হৃদয় আর মন দিয়ে আর আশীর্বাদ মায়ের. And I will say, this is the jump eternal in the fields of emotion of the universal creator. Create what you need. Thank you. Thank you so much, Moshfik. Thank you.
Good evening, good afternoon. This is Stefania, and I just want to welcome wherever you are. This is Stefania. I'm the Italian UC member, representing the Italian language. So I just want to welcome you. Just one second, 1 minute. Sorry, I would just have to do one thing. Sorry for the interruption. Yes, so good afternoon and good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It's always nice to be here every Tuesday. I just want to thank to the other Universal Council member. Thank you, Azar. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Sweta. Thank you, Moshfak. Thank you, all the Universal Council supporters. Also for preparing the peace treaty letter. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, all the hosts. Thank you, all the knowledge seekers. Thank you, everyone, to be here. Thank you. I'm going to start to introduce the World Peace Project. Thank you, Azar. World Peace Project, one city, one center. The Universal Announcement Spaceship Unit. So I'm always excited about this project because I know this is going to be the project. because we enter in the plasma technology, we enter in the plasma era. So we were talking actually last Tuesday and with the Universal Council member, last Friday. It was very interesting conversation because I see, you know, all of you, I'm sure, we're all bombarded with a lot of information, a lot of news from any direction. So because we're in this transitional time. So one thing I personally see, I do see people getting together and do their best to support each other's. And like we do here now, by offering this project, this worldwide project. So I can see many groups and many people doing the same. And we all want united somehow. So we all looking for become one. So it will be just a matter of time before we're gonna get to know about each other's. But there are many of us who sharing the same feelings and the feelings of change now. I want to read something from Mr. Keshe because I know I can talk for hours, and I would like to read something from Mr. Keshe because you know, why not? He's the one who's sharing, who gift us with this technology, and he shared the knowledge of the universe. So I'm just gonna read. I took this piece from the piece of the blueprint, and I don't read very well, so sorry about my English. I'm gonna start now. The time and the place for the word peace is upon humanity, and it is the duty of every man on earth to take the responsibility of making sure that this cycle of peace movement through the application of a new technology can guarantee the peace on earth that bring about to make all nations as one nations, and to all to become part of everlasting peace on this blue planet. I have to read slowly for who translate live. Sorry. My fellow men, I have done what has been possible to share the knowledge of the universe and creation of peace amongst the race of man as been destined for the race of the man and on equal measurement in the past years. Now I call on all your soul to join the soul of the Creator, to initiate and encourage the leaders of the man to become the man of peace and sign the humanity to the lasting peace on earth, and start the beginning of the signing of humanity on the final act needed to bring about everlasting peace on this earth of the man. From Mehran Tavakoli Keshe, world citizen and founder of the Keshe Foundation. Yeah. So I wanted to read this because it really means a lot. So it's like Mr. Keshe saying, it's the time of peace is now. The time of change is now. And we know this because the life up to now that we've been doing up to now cannot be sustained any longer. And it does create some division. So as you noticed properly from all the videos you're watching or anything you watch in the media or in the how you say on the chat or YouTube or whatever, there is so much of different information where it's very difficult now to know what is true, what is not true. There is a lot of information also that bring division, and it's quite ironic because in one way everyone try to somehow to find solution. What I see in common is that those parts, even those are divided, everyone say the same things, that whatever life is done up to now cannot be sustained any longer. And then you will have a division on the solution, on how to approach these problems or these issues. And some people, like I told you last time, they think the less human race is the better. So they think that we cannot sustain, this life cannot be sustained. So some people find different ways to come to different solution. So for example, even this morning, I opened up again the Telegram chat and other chats, and I found this article talking about bio-GM spores. So, so some people, they're now thinking that, again, there's not going to be enough food in the future to feed everyone. So there is this need of creating artificial food, and there is the need of also be controlled. So we're going to be all GM modified, and they put these spores of GM that you cannot take it off the food, basically. From when you produce the food to when you eat it, you will have this nano-material or this material that they said it's for control, for track the food, no? So you have this type of group that they think the best is controlling, the best is reducing the population, the best is, they find their solution to bring solution to kind of try to make the earth to go further in times. And of course, on the other hand, you will have doctors, you will have other people, lawyers, you will have, for example, in Italy, as I said last time, we have many groups of doctors or of lawyers where they don't want to be controlled. They are for freedom. They are for human rights. They are for equality. They are for they don't think that we should be eliminated a part of the population or controlled or sterilized. So they stand up for what they believe is their truth, and they spreading information. So they warning people of what what these other people, they want to reduce the population, they try to do. And then you have common people who panicking because they don't know anymore who to believe or what to follow or because if you listen, the doctor, they have these spike proteins that multiply in your body, and when you get the vaccine, and there is no solution, so very dangerous. How can we stop this? And then you have people say like I told you, because people put in nano-material into the food. How can we stop this? So a lot of people, they don't have a solution for this, and they're panicking, and this seems to create more problem, more division. So we were talking between the Universal Council on Friday, and it was very interesting, because I was said that as much people don't want to panic, if you don't have knowledge, if you're a normal person, normal life, and you're not update with the technology of today, the world can look at very scary things. But like Mushfaq said, there is no bad and good. There is when you learn actually, I don't want to go out of track, but like like Mushfaq said just now, or Sweta, we have to think as one. We have to, and this is plasma. This is plasma technology. And even when we're talking with the Universal Council, with Azar, for example, I was saying some people panicking when they read even news from good people who want to, in their own good, bring information to make people aware of the new technology, but also they panicking because they feel they are not empowered, because they feel like they don't have no power on their destiny. And the world look out of hands, because in one hand you go this new technology that we don't know about, and suddenly be introduced on us, and people can be threatened from it, because they will not know how to handle this. So that's why there is the urge, there is a really urge on understand what we are doing here. So when we talk about plasma, when we talk about One City, One Center project, when we talk about world peace, our objective is really to make people aware, first of all, that how the universe works. And we are part of the universe, and the Earth is a part of the universe, and the human race is a part of the universe. So the universe, especially when we talk about the creator. So when Mr. Keshe said that it's time to join the creator, we also mean that for creator we consider the fields of the unicos, the fields of the universe. So the creator is the source, no? So in the plasma technology, we're using this type of fields. We're using the fields of the universe, the strongest fields. That's why no need to be scared, no need to have fears of anything that's happening right now. But you do need to gather in a little bit of knowledge to really understand more what we're trying to share here as a project. That's why in the Keshe Foundation, we made this platform called Keshe Foundation, where we share freely with zero cost. We share freely information and teaching of how this universe work, how this very strong force that we can call it the creator, or we can call it the source, or we can call it unconditional love, we can call it, if you take a word, like Mr. Keshe said many times, from my understanding, that if you take off the word love, what you're left with enormous force. Is the strongest force in the universe. So if we connect to this force, that it's calling the power of love, or calling force of the creator, because it's the strongest force, or you can call it plasma, it's the same things with different name. If you connect to this force, you literally become untouchable. That's why Mr. Keshe said, also in the interview that we done in the Radio 1111 with Mr. Keshe in the Italian community, someone said that I think I said this last time, that people were fearing with this vaccination that the soul will be detached from the physical soul. And someone asked, can the vaccine damage the soul? And Mr. Keshe was very clear. He said, the soul is made of plasma. The plasma is this force that this force that is like from the source, that you can call him creator. And you cannot touch this is untouchable. That's why people say the Azar, for example, she said last time, because I told her that people are worrying, and I was even referring to my boyfriend, for example, people who don't have knowledge or enough knowledge of what is this force that's inside us, because each one of us has got a soul, and we are all made of plasma. So she was said we're untouchable because we got the free will. So no one really can touch this soul. No one can touch this force. This force is untouchable. Only if we're allowed to. That's why it's very important to gain knowledge. So you know what you're allowed and what you're not allowed. So that's what we mean when you become the creator. When Mr. Keshe said here in the blueprint that it's our duty to become self-responsible, to take responsibility of making sure of this peace, in planet Earth. So to have a peace in planet Earth, yes, you have to sign the peace treaty. So it's like your soul committed to peace. But peace again is a balance of the fields. We explained this many times, and the fields, we're referring to the fields again of love, fields of the creator, fields of plasma. So we always go back to the same words. I'm using all these different words to refer in the same things, because many of you will have different background. So many of you who are listening now, some will be scientists, so they're more familiar with the word of nano, plasma, and other of you are more like with spiritual background. So you will be more connected with the word of love, but it's the same meaning. So there is no division. That's why one city, one center, because also peace means no division, means balance, when the fields are in balance. So there is no bad and good. That's why no point to be angry, or no point to have a fear. There is no bad and good. Mr. Keshe, from my understanding, in the past, he said that there is no bad and good. There is the way you react to it. Is the way you react to things. So if you react to a news and in a bad way, it's not that news is bad. It's the way you react that will have consequences on the way you feel, and it will have consequences on because you are the creator. So the way you react or the way you act, or the way you think, it will have consequences around you. So that's why when we said one nation, one planet, one race, and we said one, because in the universe there is not this conception of or duality of bad and good. No? So once you take off all this duality, bad and good, and you go back to one again. So this is what we try to come up to share as knowledge. So also that's why we introduced a new paradigm where we don't blame each other's. We actually elevating each other's. We empowering each other's. We supporting each other's. So this is how the universe works. We go all this dynamic flow. As you know, all of you that are here, I'm sure you know all this that I'm talking about. So yes, so as you can see, you see here the enhancement unit. You see as I said many times, the places in Linz. You can see them when the center is reopened. And if you go in the website of the Keshe Foundation, you can have information on the enhancement unit, what they are, and you will have the main question and answer. I have to, yeah, I don't know if Erika want to go there. But I have to make a note. Thank you. So you click into the enhancement spaceship unit, and it should come out the information. Thank you, Rick. Here we go. Perfect. So here you can read about the enhancement unit, and also about the guns, what the guns are. And then if you go down, you can see here all the nation, how much they donate. And you can see it doesn't go very much. It's kind of stop, especially in Italy. And this tells me that people still don't have clear what we are doing, you know, because this is a project that everyone can benefit. Yeah, if you go forward, you can make donation here. So you can click donation. And if you click on donation, it's a little bit like crowdfunding. You can donate different amounts, like 10 pounds, under, sorry, I'm talking euro, 10 euro, €100. And then
That's
underneath.
Let me just say that's actually the first of the questions as well. Sorry, it's jumping around. That's what this website does. I can't get it to stop jumping. It's in the frequently asked questions as we go down. As the first question is, where can I donate to support this project for humanity? But there's a series of questions here, quite a few of them, and each of them can be opened up to with the little plus sign to give the answer to each question.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Yes, and some of the questions need to be answered, need to be updated. There are some need to be updated. And if still they don't, even after reading those questions, if you still have doubt, you can always contact the Keshe Foundation and info Keshe Foundation, or here, right in here as well. And we can always organize a meeting, or also we can try to answer all the questions, because not all the questions can be put in public. So please, if there is anything you want to ask, don't be shy and just ask. But this project, it's no profit. And everyone will be access to the machine. It doesn't matter if you got money or not. Everyone will have access required to their needs, you know, and of course every center will have their slightly way of work, but the concept is the same, where it's not profit, and all the profit will go to open new center, open new research, open new development for the community, to try to sort out the needs of the local community. So this project, it's really to introduce the use of plasma, so the use of this energy we were talking about. And you can do by using the announcement unit, or also by learn freely from the foundation, and also by set up a project. So I know that at the moment they writing curriculum for schools. So very soon this will be taught in school as extra curriculum, from small children to university degrees. And that will make the things much easier, because when people will start to really understand what this technology is all about, will be much, much easier for people then to be participated to the project. Also, I know that there are many projects happening already in the background. So there are already that are not aware. They are not many of these projects are not, the public doesn't know about, and they are happening. So I know there are big projects in China, in Greece, in different countries, in different sectors. So there are projects at the moment where they applying plasma in the farms, in the agricultures, doing like futuristic city with plasma. So I know there are projects with children, with disabled children. So when you donate to support those projects. So for whoever wants to donate, it will go for the whole humanity. You can also decide it for which nation you would like to make the donation to go. But really, I just always wanted to emphasize that so it's called Universal Announcement Spaceship Unit, because this knowledge comes from the Unicos. So when we said Unicos, we intend the source of the universe and the galaxy, and you can call it creator. We know that this technology is never done or used in Earth before. That's why we need a lot of support, because we need a lot of scientists coming together and learn this technology. The scientists and the doctor, again, they can learn it for free. The best way, you get in contact with your languages group through Telegram chat, or you can go through your, I don't know, you can go through the Keshe Foundation, and you can again, contact info@keshefoundation.org is in the page as soon you open the Keshe Foundation website. Very urgent doctor and scientists, because we need those people to unite the forces to give solution to people for the problematic of today. We need all these volunteers, for any shape or forms. They can give their times to help us, because we got a lot of work. For example, especially in the Italian community, for example, because I represent the Italian languages. For example, definitely we're in shortage of people who do simultaneous translation. We're in shortage of people who can help us with doing host, co-host. We really short of, we try our best to translate from English to Italian all this knowledge that Mr. Keshe has given to us over this year, but there is so much videos and documents to be translated in Italian. So definitely we always need people to doing this translation. Same for the TV. We open the TV, as you know, we have a KF TV. So we need editing, we need people who editing, producer, because we're all volunteers, so we're all amateurs. We need professional people. But of course, the professional people said we want to be paid for our profession, so that's why we need again donation. So we need also people who help us to find how to get the donation. For example, in the Italian community, we don't know how to get even the donation. So we need the people of every kind of knowledge to help us to get this up and running and moving and progress in such a way that we can, many of us can join every day more and more and spread this more and more. So people understand there is no need to have fear, no need to worries, but there is a need to get together, and there is a need to let this knowledge well known to as many people as we can, as the fast as we can. Yeah, thank you so much. So please get in contact with your own languages through Telegram or through the Keshe Foundation website, or through your Facebook, wherever you have. You can find us everywhere. You can find us. You can Google Spaceship Institute in Facebook. You can find us. You can in many ways. So we need really to get together. So, and if you're part of this group that we're talking about, because I know there are many groups. For example, there are groups who now gather in every week in the different piazza of the worlds to show the people are still together and still working together. So they can. I invite them to demonstrate for peace, because we can do a peace demonstration. Just peace is one thing that united all of us. And if you are a group of another group of mothers and children, so come and join us here. We've got many solutions for children, for mothers. So if you are any, really, the beauty of this technology and the beauties of the knowledge of the universe, that there is nothing that we don't touch. There is nothing that we don't cloth industry, food. For example, these people who the specialists will say, GM is necessary now because we cannot sustain the food. Obviously, he doesn't know about us. He doesn't know about the plasma technology. It doesn't know that now we can do plasma food. So no need to modify anything or to put any and no need to add more pollution or add more problems to we did enough problem up to today. So with the plasma technology, with this knowledge of this universe, really we can stop to pollute now, and we can let the earth restore itself. This is what I understood from what Mr. Keshe said. So each one of you in your house, we teach for freely how to do cup 1 and cup 2, how to use plasma when you're cooking, when you wash your floor, there are so many applications. That's why we need a lot of testimonial from the knowledge seekers. So a lot need to be done. So please come and join us. The future is bright. We're preparing for a great party. No need to be worried. And we just gonna just have to share knowledge as much as we can. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Stefania. And I was wondering, for example, Fried mentions in the live stream chat that the new exhibition will now be situated near Vienna. And I see Mr. Keshe is here, and I wondered if he wanted to make any comments about that. He did mention something about it in the North American Corona team meeting, I believe.
Yes, good afternoon. The authorities in Linz have recalled back the center, and we have to move out of the center by the end of May. They tell us that the corona injections is moving up where we are, that they inject people for what you call vaccination. And so we have to look for a new premises, and we're looking to move to around Vienna. That is much easier for people to come and go. And so we announce once we have relocated the exhibition, we announce it shortly afterwards. And I made another announcement that the Thursday teaching was supposed to be at 7 p.m. We have changed it back to the 9 a.m. as usual. So you can join us on Thursdays of 7 at night to 9 a.m. Thank you very much for reminding me.
Is there anything else you'd like to say at this moment?
Not really. I usually don't come to Universal Council meetings. This is your ground, this is your program. And as you noticed, the Keshe Foundation TV now has gone on air and start loading up new programs. And how so if there's any question to answer.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Keshe. Perhaps we should carry on with the presentation here, I guess. I see Salamia has a hand up, but perhaps we should go to the Q&A section if we're done the universal enhancement part here. You have the Dome of Peace as well. Perhaps we can continue with that. Wait a minute, there's a comment from Ginger in the Q&A who says, I would like to connect Mr. Keshe with all the other physicists. And she had given a link to a video that she'd mentioned in the chat here previously. We can't play those YouTube videos in our presentation here, Ginger, so people will have to look at that separately.
Hello, this is Marie, Norwegian Universal Council representative. I can read this call to all knowledge seekers to create the dome of peace. And this is Mr. Keshe's words. Please remember this Sunday and every Sunday from now on until we raise the soul of this planet to a peaceful planet. Keshe Foundation knowledge seekers worldwide would spread the Gans waters around the world at 12 PM CET and or 18 PM CET every Sunday at the same time as they choose which time to suit them. And thank you for participating in this greatest movement by the soul of the man to bring about the peace on this planet as a permanent feature of the life of this planet. So that is a call to all knowledge seekers around the world to go out every Sunday and spray the cup, one cup, one life out in the environment. So we create this beautiful dome of peace and create this condition for peace so we can achieve world peace as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hello, this is Shwetanvar, UC Hindi language. And welcome, my dear ones. Welcome. Welcome. In India, we say Suswagatam to the energy of the one planet, one race, one nation, to the beautiful energies of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, in the beautiful energy of the Universal Council and the Universal Community and the Universal Creator. So this is an appeal of love, a call of love, especially to the younger generation. Come up, join as a member of the Universal Council and as member of the Universal Council support membership. And I also thank you, my dear Marie and my dear Elias, for doing the hardest job of giving out the invitations. Again, they are doing the loveliest work and very hard work. Thank you, Salam, for that. And I will add something that about what has happened in India. And well, growing up, when in India, I have seen people dying of hunger, beggars dying of hunger. I've seen them in the roadside. They died and their body laid there. Nobody was even picking up them. And farmers committing suicide and all that from the eons I have seen that. But here the news is no beggar is dying of this virus. No farmer is committing suicide because of this virus. So what is happening? Whose souls are elevating? Yes, the news is the pot of poison brewing from years, giving, vaporizing all the beauty has just broken in their own home. So this is what the elevation is going on. So don't get confused. Don't get confused with anything. See in your own life, the knowledge will get you in your point of view. So this is the Universal Council page, and you can see the violet flame, the flame of Mother. And as a Universal Council energy, I will say that we are all universal souls. We are all universal souls. to represent the universal community is so nice and beauty. Joining more and more in this energy will be all beneficial, all good for humanity. That has never been before. So we join this energy, the beauty and totality of the universal community. This is the logo of the Universal Council. See, that's something that came, has become everything now, everything that humanity needs. That is the team, not desire, need. This is the Mitra, and we are accepted. We are going through. We are is friendly with her, and this is the enlightening of the soul of the man with the essence, with the residue always. And this is the application is coming, and it will take a few seconds. See, the page is so beautiful. There's a universal charter, there's a universal mandate, and the peace roadmap. I'll say something about it in the next slide. This is the form is coming, and many languages are there, as these represents the diversity still in the unity, in the oneness. The colors all in a bunch, the flowers. So this is the application form in the color violet, and the truthful. And fill this form with your soul pen, my dear ones, and also use the physical pen to display, to present that you are in peace with all the other souls exist. So please fill this form with your soul pen, with your pen of physicality. As you have seen, my Messiah, Shriman M.T. Keshe, has signing this. Even he is a universal being, lovely being. He's still signing this peace treaty. So this is what I can say. It's an inspiration. And please sign this and join the Universal Council and Universal Council support membership. And Rick, can we go to the next slide, please? There's a, yes, the next. It will take a little time. Well, my dear ones, the applications are there. Please fill the applications. Application for Universal Council and Universal Council membership. And there is a huge changes going on universally. So it will take a little time, but don't give up your patience. Patience is also the virtue of the heart. Be courageous. And this is a link to the documents of the Universal Charter. As a soul being, you should know how the soul conducts in the fields of the emotions. How the UC mandate, which is mandatory, you should learn, you should experience, as we have all experienced that. And the UC EC Constitution, Earth Constitution, please go through this as we are still on Earth. I also didn't know about many things before, but I know what is going on and what should have been done. And this is very necessary to go through the Earth Constitution. Then you can elevate from there. That it is the inertia when we came in. And finally, the peace roadmap, the road where we have to walk together, singing, dancing, whatever you can say in this beauty and totality. Come, join us, join all in the universal community, as we are all universal souls. This is the time of the intention. Feel the intention, feel the wish, feel what you are, feel the I am present. And that is what I want to say, my dear ones, beautiful souls you are. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Suswagatam. Salam. Thank you so much for being here. Those who are, those who don't are. We know we are in interaction with the soul in the soul level. So life and living in peace, as Mashrik says, life and living in peace. Peace is exchange of technology. Technology in exchange of peace. Thank you, my dear ones. Thank you so much for listening to me. Salam, namaste, salute. Thank you, my dear Rick. If there are any question or any interaction anybody wants to do, then please do. Thank you.
Had Salamia with their hand up for quite a while, so go ahead, Salamia.
Hello, my dearest friends from Universal Council. I just to congratulate all of you because you had the kindness to send this letter to all embassies, inviting them to sign the peace treaty. And related with this, I have a proposal which was on my heart and my soul from many years. And now the Creator and the universe give me this possibility to share with you with the hope that will become reality as soon as possible. So proposal is to organize a World Science Festival online because of the pandemic, with the principal subject, peace, inviting ambassadors or diplomats, world scientists, and ex-Nobel Prize receivers, activists for peace, in order to try to create a network of scientists, activists for peace, diplomats, and other interested professors from other centers and institutes interested to deal with the peace, because one word, peace, can save our planet and integrate our planet in the unicos, in the universe. Everything there is peaceful because it's plasma, and plasma is fields of emotions like love, like peace, like happiness. And happiness is the engine of life. Without happiness, without the hormones of happiness, we can live on this planet, and even we can't flow in the universe at the soul of man level and physicality. And now to come back on the earth, I think that if you need my help, I can be involved on sending, but in relation and in coordination with you, these letters with this subject, if you agree with my idea and if you think this is useful and this is realist, is not only my dream. Thank you very much, and much love to you, much love to Mr. Keshe because he's here with us, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Perhaps Mr. Keshe can answer, because I believe that is one of the main goals of the KF TV, is to bring all these scientists and various people together under the peace treaty and for progress in technology, and to present the plasma technology. And that's exactly what's being done through the KFTV. So to start a whole new online project doing the same thing would not be appropriate, I don't think. But maybe Mr. Keshe can clarify on that if he's still here. Oh, I don't think he is here right now. Well, perhaps someone else from the Universal Council can speak to that.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea because of course we have to then see if we can do this. But yes, we can maybe find a way that we can connect Keshe TV. We can connect Keshe TV con questo evento, with this event. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, because it's as
Keshe TV is already trying to create that event, though, is the way I understand it. We're to do interviews with people, get them to be online, live, and that's the whole idea with the KF TV, is to interview these people and get them engaged with the TV audience. So I thought that was being
but what I'm saying is, if we can go. Yeah, so, but what I'm saying is, because we have to unite the force. Maybe this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for how to get involved with them, and in such a way that maybe Mr. Keshe could be also part of this meeting, and we can broadcast on KF TV. So we get united, united the force. So
yes, that's exactly what Mr. Keshe. That's exactly what Mr. Keshe has already said that he wants to do, and Salomia wants to do a separate one that will get a hold of all these people, but distract them from the Keshe TV one that's already being instigated. It's already being set up and worked on, and the framework is already there. We don't have to make a whole new online festival. We already have it, and we just have to work at it to fill it out through the KF TV. That is what they are doing. So I don't understand why we'd start a whole new one and get behind that when we have to support KF TV. They're needing our support, and that's where Salomia should put her efforts, I believe. But I could be wrong on that. Perhaps Mr. Keshe can clarify. But that's my strong opinion.
I think, my understanding was okay. I understood wrong, or what Salomia said. I thought Salomia said what you saying, to use KF TV and find a way that KF TV somehow broadcast or get these things together somehow. Somehow those people can be invited in all this meeting or event can be broadcast from KF TV and have Mr. Keshe interact with those people. So you have all in one place. So we got all these people there in one place with KF TV and Mr. Keshe. So I don't know if that is possible, but that is, like you said, what we should do.
Well, that's exactly what's being worked on with KF TV, to become the place where they can go live and broadcast what they wish and have an interaction, a panel, and all that sort of thing. And we can have recorded sessions added into it at the same time, because some people are going to be at 3 o'clock or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and won't be appropriate to do a live panel for them. They could still have a recorded message that they would like to present, and so on and so forth, or show them signing the World Peace Treaty. This would be part of it, would be actual signing of the World Peace Treaty. And that's the one of the main features of this presentation, live signing of the World Peace Treaty. And would have to be done through KF TV. You can't have a separate online festival signing the World Peace Treaty when you're supposed to be doing it on KF TV to make it official with the Keshe Foundation. That is my point. So if Salomia wants to work with KF TV to do that, that would be fine. But to start a whole new separate thing and involve the Keshe Foundation people in it that should be involved in KF TV, I don't think that's appropriate at all.
No, I didn't specify, Rick. I didn't specify how. Of course, we have to use KF TV because this is our common aim.
Yes,
and to help KF TV. Yes, you are right.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
And that's
of course.
why it should be done through KFTV, not through organizing it separately from KFTV.
No. We have to unite all our forces because we have this KFTV, and we have to make him helpful for our aim, for our objective, which is peace. Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to emphasize that as long as that's included and as part of the project, and you are part of that and in line with them and communicate with them about what you're doing, then it's fine.
And maybe we can also invite spiritual leaders to be all together.
Yes, that was part of it as well. That's what Mr. Keshe has already talked about, and it's already been discussed in the Keshe TV representative groups and so on.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, that's important. And as KFTV gets more stable, let's say, and more programs are uploaded and so on, more filled out, then it'll have more of a online presence and able to be more efficient with getting the video organized and to get this World Science Festival actually organized. So that'll be quite a challenge. And if anybody does know any world scientists or ex-Nobel Prize winners or other dignitaries or politicians, it can be from all ranges of life, actually, because it will include the changes that are coming will include all of those categories and more. So the signing of the peace treaty is the important factor in order to carry on to the next stage.
Rick, hi, it's Dini. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Rick. So I'd like to make a comment about the TV station. It's been set up specifically for the knowledge seekers so that we can interact with all the world leaders, with scientists, with other knowledge seekers. So I'm hearing an echo of myself, and it's very difficult to speak. So what I'd like to say is I think we have a position that Mr. Keshe has given us where we can all unite together and bring forward programs. We can bring forward knowledge seekers, scientists, governments, world leaders, and the man on the street, the woman on the street. We can bring all of us together in a most wonderful, unified way, where we can teach the knowledge. We can bring forward the ethos of the Universal Council and its wonderful interpretations of universal knowledge, which we know that in these present moments is would be a wonderful thing to be guided by many, many souls. I think we have a position where I'm looking forward to the moment when we have leading scientists in their fields of understanding to come forward and be part of this new technology, this technology that's being brought forward. It's when I say new, it's not actually new. It's an addition. Mr. Keshe says it's an addition to the knowledge. This is ancient knowledge. It's knowledge that's always been with us. And the knowledge seekers ourselves, we're all very, very aware of it. We know how to interact with it. We've learned about the plasma from an atom to a universe. We know the conditions within our bodies and within the plasma state, which is all around us, which is everything that we see, touch, feel, experience, our thoughts and intentions. So we want to bring this knowledge forward to be able to unify and bring the whole of humanity back into a balanced position, to bring it back into a peaceful state, not only within small groups and individuals, but within nations, within continents. So we've been given a platform to be able to communicate on a level with all scientists and all politicians and everybody that wants to be part of humanity in this new plasma understanding that we have all come to understand as knowledge seekers. And we're all equal, every single one of us. No one is higher, no one is lower. We're all equal. We're all souls, and a soul that can communicate with each other on a very beautiful level, that we just need the opportunity of the knowledge seekers to step forward with the beauty that they possess, pass the knowledge forward, make some TV programs, integrate this with the TV station, so send those programs into us, and we will broadcast them. At the same time, we would look forward to having world leaders and other politicians and many influential people to sign the World Peace Treaty with their soul to bring this planet to peace. And so that this is a big part of the TV station, is to have, imagine the condition of a world leader that is present with us in Universal Council meeting, and they're signing their nation's soul and themselves to a peaceful nation, really peaceful soul, where you lay down all your arms and there's no need for any aggression of any sort. And this is the understanding that we as knowledge seekers and Universal Council members and support members have come to understand is so vitally important for humanity, for you as a soul, and for my soul and all the souls present, which is each and every single one of us. And that includes our vertical friends, our horizontal friends, and everybody else. And that explanation will be given to you through the knowledge. And that's why it's so vitally important for this connection, this human connection back to the full beauty of that we have in each and every single one of us. We possess this knowledge. We have this ability. It's called our soul, and it talks with you and it communicates with you 24/7. It's there constantly. And when you learn to listen to the soul, then things change dramatically. The plasma starts to ignite and you can change conditions. And the whole point of the TV station is to give people the opportunity to enhance their lives and bring forward positive positioning, to bring forward a balance. When you learn to be centered and very peaceful within inside, that emanates and spreads out. The TV station is going to bring forward beauty. It's going to start bringing forward programs and contributions from all the knowledge seekers that show the sheer beauty of this planet and the sheer beauty of the humanity and the animals and creatures that are abundant and live within the fields of this planet and beyond. I mean, we're talking in a Universal Council platform right now. So it would be very beneficial and wonderful for our universal friends and brothers and sisters to be part of us and to be able to communicate and show their beauty as well. That is the whole point. That's what we're here for, to bring about a wonderful, new, incredible, beautiful change. And you're all a very big part of it, and you're all very welcome. And the TV station is looking forward to you coming forward and presenting your plasma, the creations that you make and that you, the realities that you give by a thought and an intention, and you're acting and doing and speaking good. The ethos of the foundation is being brought forward into a TV station and being delivered to all of us. And it's yours, it's for you. It's a gift being given, and it's up to us what we do with it. So we look forward, I look forward to receiving all your contributions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'll just put up the invitation to the distinguished peoples that I'm just reminded of by Elias here. And this is the sort of the cover letter to, maybe I can just quickly read it here. says invitation, KFTV logo invitation from April 21st, 2021. Dear distinguished scientists, researchers, professors, Keshe Foundation Television cordially invites you to present your research and participate in a panel discussion with other distinguished guests from all around the world. Proposed topics to be discussed are space exploration and technology, Earth exploration, cosmology, theoretical and applied physics, health, agriculture, environment, resources, energy, and materials. This event is sponsored by the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, KF SSI, and will be recorded and streamed to a worldwide audience by KF TV. Keshe Foundation is a worldwide scientific organization whose main goal is to implement all aspects of the Keshe plasma science and technologies, as presented by nuclear engineer Mehran Tavakoli Keshe. Implementation is achieved through the fundamental knowledge and understanding of the plasma science. The panel discussion will be conducted online, and the time and place will be announced well in advance. Candidates interested in participating should forward details of their credentials, research interests, and dates and times when available to the following address, which is interact@keshefoundation.tv. That's interact, INTERACT, at keshefoundation.tv. We look forward to your participation quarterly, Keshe Foundation TV, and then there's links at the bottom. So that's all preset, easy to send out, and you can put that on your, send it out to your list of email list, for example, would be a good way to send it. And you can put in their name instead of distinguished scientists, researchers, and professors, and so on. Thank you, Elias, for that link. Now we have Ginger with a hand up here. I know we're starting to go over time a bit, but perhaps we can hear from her. She's made a number of comments today in the Q&A and chat. Can you go ahead, Ginger? You'll have to unmute your microphone. Hello, Ginger. Can you find your mute and unmute button?
Oh,
there
am I
you
there?
go.
Okay, okay. I was just chatting along.
we hear you now. I hope you didn't get an answer back.
So here I am. I'm 74, little old lady, and just coming into this wonderful, gosh, just don't have words for it, but understanding, I think, is Keshe understanding. Previously, just for your information, I was in business brokerage, marketing, yada, yada, yada. So I believe what is needed now, listening to all these wonderful connections, a marketing strategy. I'm very information minded. I've always felt myself in the information and options business. And so in reviewing Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, for me, it's all over the map. And I adore it. It's perfect. It's the eternal, pure, loving, divine order, perfect, harmonious peace dimension where I want to operate. Now, getting back to the basics, I believe we need a marketing unit that's going to simplify all of this. You know, I'm a 1, 2, 3s kind of gal. Just make it very simple, keep it simple, sweetheart. And we'll be able to gather all who is needed with just this one simple tool. The television station is a tool, as well as all the information on all the, you know, I've been diving into everything. I'm not a physicist, but I know a lot all over the world. And the Lazarus Foundation is starting in the US, which is to spread the simple love, whatever. I know I'm going on. But to cut to the chase, we do need a marketing strategy that's going to, I see this letter, it's beautiful, but in order to find it, you gotta, you know, delve in. So I agree with the others that we need a simple marketing strategy to get this information out. And this is, I believe these councils are wonderful think tanks. You know, I hear all the love and the understanding. And I would encourage just, you know, Salmonella, Elias, they all have the right idea, the right consciousness, the right intent. And then if we can just simply get this one presentation that is marketed all over the world to all of the other physicists to already have them on board to go ahead and get all this together, the strategy, get all these people on board, and then have that one presentation. I hope I'm being understood. So I do believe that the idea for the one final presentation on the tool of the TV would be needs to be marketed, needs to be organized, strategized, whatever, and then marketed. So my darlings, that's my that's my 2 cents. And I'm so happy to be understanding all of this wonderful, gosh. So, thank you.
Well, thank you, Ginger. That's great to hear your input there. Would you be interested in participating in helping the KFTV or other groups do some marketing? And if so, you can apply. You have to apply as a volunteer.
I see, pardon me, I've seen that, and I don't know what has happened. I have applied and I haven't heard back, but I think it should be only from, I don't want to go any further. I believe this is the core, this council is the core. From what I'm hearing, this council is all that is needed to move forward with this strategy. So yes, I truly believe it. I truly believe, just with Stephania, with Shweta, with all of these, this simple, we need to keep it simple. I see, or I have observed in my 74 years, that the easiest way, the simplest way really wins. In other words, I mean, the least buttons you have to push to get the core of what is needing to be shared is the best path, the simplest you can make it. And I believe just keeping it right now to the council, us communicating. I'm not a member. I applied, but it didn't go through. I don't know what's happening with my email, but anyway. And I've read all his books. I've bought all his books. I've read them. I've studied. I've really stuck my head in this wonderful information. And the simplest we can keep it, I believe, with just this council, with our connections, is going to be the answer to the strategy of getting Mr. Keshe, Dr. Keshe.
But thank you, Ginger, because you said in the chat that you emailed me. I'm Stefania for the Italian language representative. Thank you so much for what you just said just now. And what I can do, I could respond to your email and then see what I can do with the Keshe Foundation to speed up the process.
Fast track. Oh my word.
No, meaning you know, because unfortunately it's always the same things, because we are not many of us and a lot of work. Even it's like the cat cutting the tails, beating the tail, how you say that in English.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pardon me, but I understand.
Yeah, so I will see what I can do.
Okay, yes, and I have access to many other of the physicists that would understand and embrace. We just need to get Dr. Keshe's information to all these other physicists and organizations, which I have access to, that will close the circle. The Chief Phil of the anyway, I'm not going to go there anymore. But I have the connections to be able to strategize us with just our emails, just keeping it simple. Let's focus on just this one issue.
One step at a time. Yeah.
There you. Oh, yippee! And I have the emails. I took a photo of the emails of the council. But Stephanie, I believe with just like the pebble in the pond, it circles out and just bubbling up. I love that Einstein wrote a love letter to his daughter, Isabel, and he said in that letter, it was attested to him, that he wanted to, because he realized that the nuclear, all this was horrible, and he wanted to change E equals MC squared. He wanted to change matter to love, and that we needed to be sending love bombs out. Well, then I thought, no, we don't need any more bombs. Let's love bubble. Let's put the love bubbles, the circles, the GANs, the toruses, the little balls, love bubble up into our atmosphere this message. And it so speaks of the soul, the consciousness, the spirit, intent. It's, yeah. And so if we can just start our little strategy here with just a few of us, and then just love bubble it up, Dr. Keshe's message that will be, you know, will encompass our whole planet, our galaxy, and our universe. Then we'll be able to participate in the rest of whatever is. I mean, how exciting. I'm just so thrilled to know each of you, and to know that we'll be part of this wonderful process. Anywho, I'm 74 and I do get emotional. Thank you, my darling. So, Stephania, we are connected, and we'll just, with the rest of you wonderful council, I see the members. I've applied, but I don't know, my email must have gotten lost. And I do want to.
I see in the chat that Stephania has given her email address, and perhaps you can get in touch with her through that. And also, Delamia has as well.
Okay, Rick, you didn't, I guess you didn't hear. I've already connected with Stephanie. Email.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, my darling. Okay, well, I'm gonna be quiet and look forward to wonderful, wonderful creations. Thank you, Rick.
Well, it's wonderful, Ginger. Thank you so much for that. Basically a testimonial. It is wonderful. I mean, I'm getting on in age too, and you've got 10 years or so on me, but still, it's wonderful to feel emotions that you didn't really expect at an older age, in a way, and it keeps us young to be in touch with this technology, because when we're in touch with our soul, it doesn't age. And we start to realize, wow, I'm the same person as I was when I was young.
Oh my word, may I just say this? I have started with the kids' knowledge. Oh my word, and especially the second one, because I, as Dr. Keshe, am just a kiddo. And the second one so relates to Nassim with the Thrive movement, the physicist, his Taurus. It's precisely the Taurus. I mean, and so that's why I want to gather these other, bring Nassim, Sadera, all these others. I've got like 10 other physicists, Professor Tiller, that will really, this will cement the understanding of our consciousness, our soul, our universe. I mean, it's so exciting. They're just waiting to the awareness, to the access of Dr. Keshe's wonderful knowledge. So really thrilled to death. Yeah, we're all kids at heart, and you. Oh.
Thank you. Okay. Are there any other questions or comments? How should we proceed?
Hi, this is Marie again. I just want to invite everyone to listen to TV Galactica and the interview where I will represent the Universal Council, and Raphael will translate to Portuguese. And this interview is sent on TV Galactica on YouTube at 12 p.m. CET tonight. Everyone is welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marie. And we also have the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group coming up Wednesday at 7 a.m. Central European Time. And I'd just like to remind people about the 9 a.m. Thursday start time for the Knowledge Seekers Workshop. It won't be at the 7 p.m. as was announced previously. So it'll be at the regular time of 9 a.m. on Thursday.
I'd like to thank to Dean and to this wonderful lady, which impressed me so much. I'd like to be in touch with her and together and with Stephanie to help the Keshe Foundation to get in touch to interested people on peace and on the science of the soul, science of peace. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds like a good combination. I bet you two would work well together. All righty.
Rick, it's Deanie. Can I quickly say something, please?
Mm-hmm.
Could I just say that it's wonderful to hear beautiful souls like Ginger just spoken, and she spoke from her heart and her soul, and she shone, and it was very apparent that she's been touched by this knowledge, like we all do. When you actually walk into the fields, when you become part of the field of a plasma, which is part of all of us, it changes the conditions within you, within your structure, and within your thoughts and intentions. Not saying that everybody's thoughts and intentions are not always beautiful. I'm sure they are for most people, but it aids and it enhances and it brings forward a new condition that brings wonderful peace all around you and within you. And this is a state of feel strength and being that is just, once you experience it, and you all have it deep within, but once you experience it, you never want to let it go. So it's the most incredible thing. Thank you, Ginger, and everybody else that's spoken today for all your enlightenment. It's been very beautiful meeting as usual. Thank you, Universal Council. Thank you.
Okay, anything else before we end for today? Oh, I forgot we had the last frame of the presentation. It should be read by one of the Universal Council people.
Grazie. Sorry, I was reading Italian, sorry. Thank you. I give freely from my soul to all existing soul. Take what you need, the Universal Council. I'm present.
I'm present.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
Okay, thank you everybody for being present here in the 168th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace for Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. We'll be back again next week at the same time and place. And we look forward to seeing you then. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you to the Universal Council, especially for today's presentation. And our special guest, Ginger, who brought a little spice to the end of the presentation. Thank you. Okay, bye for now.